What's good with a gifted club? It's your host, Savvy Gifted, back with another banger. Welcome back to the NFL, y'all. The season finna start tomorrow night. It's lit. Thursday night football. We got the Eagles versus the Cowboys. Man, oh man, oh man. I don't even know where to begin on that. I'm going to touch on that a little bit later in the video. But for now, I want to give y'all some sports news. You feel me? So I ain't going to waste none of y'all time. Let's get right into the news. Check it out, man. Isaiah Likely not expected to play week one for a foot injury. That's tough. The Ravens is gonna miss him because Mark Andrews, I know he nice, but he getting old, y'all. So I'm thinking Isaiah Likely gonna be missed week one for sure, especially against the Buffalo Bills. That's finna be crazy. Travis Hunter was named the starting wide receiver, but he's the backup cornerback as well. So I find that very interesting. I want to see what the Jaguars is going to do with him because he's got a lot of potential in both positions, but it's looking like the cornerback position isn't his strong suit. So, we're going to see what he looked like as a wide receiver. Definitely the quarterback need help over there. Trevor Lawrence, yeah, he needs some help on the wide out section. So we're gonna see what Travis Hunter got going for him out there at wide out. You feel me? Matthew Stafford, quarterback for the Los Angeles Rams. Shout out to LA gang gang. He's expected to start week one. So that's good news. Even though he has a back injury, and we know he's 37 years old, but we got to see how he look out there and see if the back injury is gonna slow him down, if at all. You know what I'm saying? Speaking of back injuries, Micah Parsons, he's expected to start week one as well for the Packers. We all know Micah Parsons' story. You know what I'm saying? He probably gonna take some epidural shots if he got a lot of pain, but I'm sure he gonna play. So he gonna play through whatever type of quote unquote pain that he might have. You feel me? So we gonna see how he do. Even though he didn't get a lot of training camp experience, he's supposed to be a good player. So once he get in, hopefully he can just flow nice and steady. You feel me? Um, Depth chart update with Matthew Gold, who's the rookie wide receiver that the Packers picked up. So he named the starter on the Packers, which really is kind of a bad sign because that just goes to show like the wide receiving core out there is not special. Them niggas is low key trash, obviously, if the rookie is coming on and taking their spot immediately as soon as they get up in there. So that's bad news for them, but shoot, it is what it is. Matthew Gold, shout out to you, my boy. Big starter stuff, you know what I'm saying. Hunter Renfro, wide receiver one over there in Carolina. That's kind of crazy because the Panthers is kind of trash, but we're going to see what they do with Hunter Renfro. Shout out to him. That's a Raiders native right there. So I'm happy to see him get his position on the team. That's good news to me. That should be good news to any of the Raiders fans out here. Shout out to Hunter Renfro for that. Then another one I got is Khalil Shakir. Now he limited over there in Buffalo. That's kind of tough, y'all, because Buffalo, they need to win this first week against the Ravens as well. So that's going to be a real big game. Stay tuned for that one. And if you made it this far in the video, that must mean that you like my content. Please like and subscribe. You already know you can comment in the comment section below. And so what I want y'all to know is that I'm going to be doing like what I'm going to call big dogs out there on the field for the week. You feel me? So the big dogs of the day will be CeeDee Lamb and Saquon Barkley. I'm calling them big dogs because they're going to be the ones that you can probably bet the over on their parlays. So, CeeDee Lamb parlay is at 79 and a half receiving yards. I would bet the over because he's a big dog. All right. Saquon Barkley got that, zero point 0.5 touchdowns. So all he needs to do is score once. I would bet the over on that because he's a big dog. You feel what I'm saying? A bonus one for you guys because I'm only going to usually give about two. You feel me? So, CeeDee Lamb, go over on him. Saquon Barkley, go over on him for sure. You can thank me later. Gang, gang. The next one that I got for a bonus, right, is Jalen Carter. He going to have more than 1.5 solo tackles. I guarantee it. You could definitely go over on Jalen Carter as well. You know what I'm saying? Now, the guys in the doghouse, you see what I'm saying? These guys, I'm betting the under. So I got Devontae Smith going under 53.5 receiving yards. I'm saying that because the Eagles ain't really throwing like that. They got AJ on the other side. AJ's a superstar. And so I think Devontae Smith won't get as much catches or receiving yards for the day tomorrow. So I would bet the under. He's in the doghouse. Not to mention they got another wide receiver named Dotson, and he's supposed to be kind of nice, you feel me? So I'm looking at him to get some play time too. So we're going to call Devontae Smith in the doghouse, you feel me? I would have another one, but that one's kind of hard. So for this week, I'm just giving you one player in the doghouse. Now, the Eagles is favored by 8.5 points. That's kind of a lot, y'all. I mean, I know the Cowboys is trash, but 8.5 is a big number. This ain't college football. We talking about the NFL now. At 8.5 is a lot. So, I mean, I would take the 8.5 because the Cowboys is kind of trash. But I mean, if it was me, I would take the money line just to just be on the safe side. So there's that for the bets of the day. You feel me? So yeah, man, just looking into that. I'm super excited about the NFL season. Make sure you stay locked in with me, y'all, because I'm going to give y'all the best info that y'all can find on the internet for sure, for sure. You already know the deal. And look, you got Friday's game, which is the Chiefs versus the Chargers. That's going to be a good one. They actually out, I think, in New England. No, not New England. They're playing somewhere else, but technically, I think it's a Chiefs home game. I don't know, something crazy like that. But it's on Friday, which is a weird time, too, to be playing football. But you know, the NFL over here trying to make their money any type of way. They trying to have games almost every day throughout the end of the week. I ain't mad at them. Next thing you know, they're going to be having games on Saturday. But that's neither here nor there. So the Chiefs and the Chargers play, right? My big dogs of the day is going to be Patty Mahomes. Definitely going over on 229.5 passing yards. So he's going to throw for 230. So mark it down, you feel me? And then Xavier Worthy is going to be the beneficiary of that. He going over 61.5 receiving yards. So that's what my big dogs of the day is. The bonus dog is going to be Khalil Mack. He's going to go over 1.5 solo tackles. So you could pencil that in too. Khalil's definitely going to get at least 2 solo tackles. He's a big dog. You hear me? Now, the dudes in the doghouse, yeah, we're going to call him Juju. He going under 19.5 receiving yards, but he ain't finna catch nothing. You hear me? The other nigga in the doghouse, you feel me, is Kareem Hunt. He's under 5.5 rushing attempts. Now the Chiefs is favored by 3 points. This is interesting. 3 points is good. Last season, they games that they won was about 3 points. So I think the Chiefs is going to beat the Chargers on Friday. So for me, I would take the Chiefs -3. It's usually like 3.5, but right now it's -3. So they ain't got to win by 4 points. All they got to do is win by 3, and you get the bet. So that's a good one. That is my breakdown for Friday's matchup, Chiefs versus the Chargers. It's going to be a crazy one. You already know. And then come Sunday, I'm going to definitely drop a video on Saturday and let y'all know how I feel about, not all of the games, but the ones that are going to be interesting. Like the Bills and the Ravens are supposed to be playing, so that's going to be an interesting game. And then also, there's a few others. I got to go back and take a look at it, but there's going to be some interesting matchups that you are going to hear first here at the Gifted Club. So make sure y'all know the gang is on too. You feel me? So that every time that I drop some content, you'll be right there, be a part of it, get to hear my opinions and things on the matter, you know. And for sure, y'all. I'm not gonna take too much more of y'all time. I appreciate y'all. Stay locked in with me. Truly appreciate that. You already know the deal. And if you made it this far, that means you must like the content. I'm trying to get 100 subscribers, guys. So if y'all can go and hit that subscribe button, that would be fantastic. Be a part of a growing community. Be a part of something new, something different. I'm going to be laying down these opinions, and I would love for you guys to support me in that. So I ain't gonna do too much more of y'all time, and I appreciate that, y'all. Peace.